Hello everybody, welcome on back to another video on the Unit channel. Today I have a bit of a negative video for everybody. So in this video I'm going to be doing a bit of a two-in-one. So I'm going to be doing a full comparison between both of the latest versions of the Ford Anglia. So on the left we have the 2018 version from the 1P and then on the right we have the latest 2020 version from the Private Drive set. And besides the comparison, I'm also going to be explaining why the new Ford Anglia, the 2020 version, sucks. So with that being said, everybody, before I begin, I just want to say that if you do enjoy this video, then please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Okay, so before we begin with the main comparison, I've got both Harry and Ron here from both the sets because they're the ones who are meant to be in the Ford Anglia, and you'll see that they are practically the exact same. The only difference is with Harry Potter. So we have the 2018 version here and then the 2020 version, and the difference is they've just got the different color legs. So the new one has the black legs, however the old one has the light grey legs. So with that being said, we're just going to move the figures out of the side. Both of the Rons are exactly the same, nothing different there. And now we're going to take a look at the main Ford Anglias. Okay, so both of these are almost exactly the same. There are a few minor differences. For example, over here we've got this part, and that in the new one is a sticker. That's a bit of a difference there. And then you've got the boot. They've done a bit of a different build for that for the new one compared to the old one. And the sides are almost exactly the same besides that part. And also the window, they've changed the back one a bit there. And then also the front, the canopy has changed a little for the new one. Okay, so the fronts, the canopy pieces are nearly the same. The build for the whole thing is literally exactly the same. But they've changed the new canopy piece up a little part there. They've added a 2x1 tile piece in the center, and then they've got these tiles on the sides. And I think that the tiles on the sides actually look good, but to be honest, I think that this piece here that they use in the old one for the center actually looks better. It's a lot smoother. And if you put the same pieces on there, I think that this would actually look better from the front. Okay, now we're going to be taking a look at the sides, and I'm not impressed with the new one. And I'll tell you why. Sticker. They've used a sticker for that one. On the other one, they actually made it with bricks, and that is so much better than the stickers. I think that this sticker just looks horrible. It's just a triangle, and it's crap. It really is. I hate this thing so much. I think that the old one, it's brick built, is better. And another thing that I really hate with the new one is the door. The printing is off white. It's not the same as that one. They made the same mistake with the old one, the 2018 version, but I thought that they would perhaps mend that with the new one, but they didn't. And I think Lego have been really lazy with this. The only thing that is actually different with the new one from the old one that is actually better is probably these tile pieces on the front. Everything else is just rubbish. It really is. It is just rubbish. I'm telling you now, it's crap. Look at the back. The back is just rubbish on the new one. Look at that. Look at the mirror. Really, that one's just so much nicer. I think the old one. Look at that. It's just so much smoother. And they ruined it with the 2020 version with that. Not very happy with that. The boot. I do not like this boot. Look at that. It's so bumpy. You can see the lines. And they've just put a sticker for the license plate. However, the 2018 version, smoother, nicer. And then if you look on the license plate, it sort of sticks out and it pops out, and it's still a sticker, but it looks nicer. And then if you look at the other side, they're just exactly the same, but they've got the sticker there. And now we're going to show you the cockpit. Okay, so we're going to open the top part up now. And I'm going to say that the old one is just much better with this. So the new one, it's just this one piece. And I think that's okay. It's not the worst thing ever. But the new one, you take the back mirror, which looks way better than the new one. And then you take the top off together. And I think the main reason why I personally prefer that is because on the old one, it was much easier to actually put the figures in. But the new one, they've covered the back and you can't take that off. So it's much harder to actually put the figures in. So I think the seating area for both of them isn't actually that great. I mean, there is a bit of a difference with the cockpit section, but there's not much. And the difference is this piece here, the black one, that sort of is there on the side on the 2018 version. I don't know why they put it there, but it's there. and they just got rid of it with the new version. However, they've made it much harder to actually put the figures in. So I'm going to show you how to put the figures in the old one, and they expect you to put Ron at the front and then Harry at the back, which is completely wrong because it's meant to be Harry and Ron both side by side. But I'm just going to show you how they expect you to do it in the Ford Anglia. So what they expect you to do is they expect you to put Ron on there, and then they expect you to put Harry at the back. And I think that is not good. I don't like that. But this was the 2018 version, and that was the first time they tried to pull this sort of style off. If you look at this compared to the original version, you'll see a major difference. However, the new one, I thought that they would have mended that, but no, it's exactly the same. Look at that. And I'm just going to show you how to put them figures in. And in fact, it's actually much harder to put the figures in the new one because the window is not right, because it just doesn't let you take it off. So it's much harder to fit the figures in. I mean, Ron, you can sort of fit him in there like that, and then Harry, you fit him at the back there. It's pretty hard to do. I'm going to say that now. There you go. Put a bit of effort in there, and then you got it, and then you put the top part on, and there you have the figures in there. Okay, so now with the main comparison out of the way between the 2018 and 2020 versions of the Ford Anglia, I'm going to move the 2018 version out of the way, and I'm going to tell you now why I think that the 2020 version is probably the worst Lego car we have ever seen made. There's been a lot of Lego cars. There have been some bad ones, some good ones. I've got a few. I've got a decent amount to know what I'm talking about here. And Speed Champions, I'm not a massive fan of them personally. I've got a few of them though, and I do not like this. I hate this thing. This is worse than the Speed Champion ones. You might not think that, but this is what I think. And I think that the 2018 version, they did a really good job on it. It was the first time they designed it like this, and they did a really nice job. I really like that design. And then they made this, and they just completely ruined the car. And the Ford Anglia, it's not like it's a bad car. It's a really nice design. It's a nice classic car. And Harry Potter, it's from Harry Potter. Harry Potter sets lately have been absolutely amazing from 2018 to 2020, and then they make this, and it's just rubbish. And for someone who's bought the Ford Anglia with the Privet Drive set as soon as it came out, full price, to review and to have, I know what I'm talking about here. This is something that is just rubbish. I wouldn't pay to have this in a £65 set. And it's not like the actual Privet Drive is a rubbish set. I mean, I've got it here. Look at that. Look at that. That looks amazing. Look at that Privet Drive. It looks really good. It's not like this is rubbish, but this car that they've given is. And I think that for what it is, Lego have just done a really bad job on this. And they've proper messed this thing up. The only thing that I prefer on this one is the tall pieces on the side. The canopy, I'm not a massive fan of, but it's okay. I think that it's alright. I prefer the previous one because it's smoother, but it's okay. If they improved everything else and had that, I would have been like, yeah, this is a better model. I do not like that off-white print on the door. That is something that I really am not impressed by, because they did it on the previous one, and I thought, you know what, they're probably going to learn from their mistakes and they'll mend that on this one, but they didn't. Do not like that sticker, and that was actually brick built before, and I don't know why they thought that they needed to put that as a sticker. I don't know why. Like, it wasn't actually a bad build. It looks really nice. I liked that part, and they took it off. The boot, do not like that boot. The old one is just much smoother. Look at that. The pieces, because it uses these pieces there, you can see the lines, which is not good. And then even the license plate, it's a sticker, and they've just put it on a tile piece and they've made you attach it. The previous one was much better because it actually stuck out and it just looked much nicer and professional. And I think you can see there is a big difference there. Lights are exactly the same. Other side is again exactly the same. And look at the back. Look at that back window. That is something that I do not like. If you look at the previous one, the window was just much nicer. It was a bit more smoother. It had a bit more of a nice display to it. This one, it's annoying. It looks rubbish. And the worst part is, you lift this top part open, but the window blocks you from accessing the interior section, the cockpit. and it's actually harder to put the figures in. That's not good. I don't know why they did that. They messed this really cool Ford Anglia up, and it's not like it came in a bad set. It came in the Privet Drive, really nice set. And honestly, they could have just done the exact same as the 2018 version, but just add the tile pieces. If they wanted to change the canopy, they could have. I would have been fine with that. And even though the boot, you can fit more storage in there because you can fit the chain and a suitcase, I do not like that at all. It's just horrible. I think they're doing a rubbish job. You can see the grey there as well, but you don't see that on the 2018 version. And overall, this is just a rubbish model. This is, if you ask me, the worst Lego car Lego's ever made. And it's not like it's a rubbish car, it's a wicked car, Ford Anglia. And I think that they just completely ruined it with this one. So with that being said, this is the end of the video. I'm just going to put the 2018 version there so you can sort of see the difference. And if you did enjoy the comparison, and also if you do agree with my thoughts on this, then please do smash that like button. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm just going to say that all the opinions in this video are my own. You may not think that what I think, but it's just my opinion. For someone who's bought both of them, and I paid for this Ford Anglia in the set, the Privet Drive, which has just been released. In fact, it hasn't been released in every country yet. So I feel like I'm not getting what I paid for there. So with that being said, this is the end, the comparison and the rant. Hope you did enjoy. So with that being said, peace out, see you later, and bye bye.